I'm gonna be the next Hokage.
All right. We are recording again.
3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys?
Action.
Welcome back to the Shonen Bros. I'm your host, CJ.
Hunter.
Jacob.
Yeah, it worked out that time.
This is episode 6. Our 6th episode of the podcast. We've kept it going so
6
far once a
weeks
week.
straight.
Yeah, 6 weeks
Hot
straight.
streak right there.
So far, we're doing really good. Proud of us.
So, as always, we're starting today with Demon Slayer.
And boy, was it a
And,
banger of a show.
Hey,
Best one yet.
best one yet.
Best one yet.
Best one yet.
Yeah. I think it clearly takes the top, takes the cake.
Even Jacob
good,
texted
my
me
God. Yeah.
Sunday.
Dude,
Best
after
one yet,
watching it.
2021.
Yeah. I quoted CJ, sent him a text message that said, best one yet?
Yeah.
CJ, 2021. And it was immediately after I'd finished watching that episode and having him start off in the beginning fighting the upper 6 demon and going into it with his fire breathing, erupting into the sun breathing, and just losing his fucking mind. It was so cool. So, what was your favorite part in the fight scene?
Well,
Oh,
there was a
crap.
lot of hype built up over this episode. Like, Twitter was nothing but like 10 out of 10. Best fucking episode so far. Love it. Like,
Mhm.
everyone was just so excited about this episode. And so it kind of it was kind of pretty built up for me. So when I went to watch it
Don't
tonight,
just say it's a disappointment.
it wasn't a disappointment. I was like, at first I was kind of sitting there like waiting for like, all right, what's going to make this so good? Why is everyone so happy about this?
Mm.
And I just kept waiting, and it like gradually just kind of got better and better and better. And then the part for me that I was like, oh shit, was when Nezuko came out.
Yes.
That kick.
That kick in her head just fucking off. And then she's just standing there.
To me.
Just
One eye is missing.
was
yeah,
like-
she's fucking
Oh, shit.
yeah. And you're
Uh,
like, damn. Of course, there's a lot of little stuff before that were badass and stuff, but
Dude, it
Um,
was so good of an episode. I went back and watched it twice.
did you rewatch it,
was-
CJ? Because you said you might.
3 times.
What?
I
3
watched it
times?
twice today.
Twice today. Okay.
I watched it when I got home. Then Jacob played a game of League with me, and then I watched it again, waiting for so I want to be fresh. I took
Yeah,
extra
this is
notes.
right.
This is
right on
the
your
first episode of this podcast I've actually taken notes. I've got like
Yeah,
a
it
whole
actually
damn
came
piece of
prepared.
paper.
Yeah. So this is the
I've
first
got
episode that I
absolutely
don't have any.
would you rather questions, but I got Demon Slayer stuff. So.
Yeah, I don't have any of that shit.
Yeah.
Is it? I feel like this one's gonna be pretty much 100% anime today.
They
So to fall back on a previous episode we did where we're talking about the tapestry or whatever you want to call her little thing she
Mhm.
shoots out.
Yeah,
what
her
we call those?
belts.
Belts, yes, that's it.
belts.
So those were actually a piece of her that we
Mhm.
were talking about. We weren't sure if they were. Turned out like she even got all those memories of what happened.
That and she
Dude.
got strong. Like,
super.
Oh yeah,
strong.
significantly
much stronger.
stronger.
yeah,
Dude.
Like so much she transformed. Her hair turned white.
yeah.
It's not even a fight scene, but I think my favorite part of the episode was when that guy came out and was like, "What the f are you doing?
Really?
Where are you the sword?" It was just an interruption to the seriousness. So I was just like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
No,
And
I,
she
I
was
wasn't
fucking
expecting
really-
it. I mean, I know Demon Slayer can get pretty like gruesome, but I
Ooh.
just wasn't expecting all those people to just be slaughtered like that.
Yeah. That level
Uh.
of gore just immediately, just because she was done and she wanted to get over and start.
I was trying to get a video of this, but so when I started the episode, Ronan was just laid out on my chest, like facing the TV, and because of how colorful this show is and stuff, he kind of he would look away, but then immediately he was just locked in, so watching Demon Slayer, and then Morgan was holding him, my wife, and he was just sitting up, just staring at it, just watching. Watching Demon Slayer. as all those people got destroyed and fucking slaughtered. So the 8-month-old baby just watching people get completely demolished.
Or memory
yeah.
achieved.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was like one of those
So-
good like little dad moments where I was just like, he's watching anime with me.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I
And I knew
think-
that out of all of them, that one was probably going to catch his attention because of how shiny and flashy it is.
Beautiful.
I think my
Beautiful.
favorite part of the episode was first when Nezuko came back out and just got gorgeous, honestly. And then the other
She got-
part,
She got old enough
was-
to be called pretty.
Yeah, when she gets strong, she's grown.
yeah. But the other part was whenever the blood encompassed his eyes, Tanjiro's eyes, and
Yeah,
he
he-
went like full
yeah.
almost berserk mode, but he just didn't breathe in the entire.
Yeah, that was
that fight.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So-
shit was crazy.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna dial into his sun breathing techniques real soon.
Yeah, his dead sister.
Oh,
had to
that
be
is
like,
the
yeah, but his dead
Mhm.
sister had to be like, breathe, brother, breathe.
And then
I-
come in.
he almost died.
Oh yeah,
Like, if he
That's
wouldn't
why.
have breathed in the moment, like he was gonna die, because
Mhm.
that's just how strong the sun breathing technique is, or whatever. I
He's
really
like,
plunged
she's
the rabbit hole. on
attacking
this
me
one.
with what? If I dodge these 13 belts, the city would take too much damage. And he's like, but why do these seem so slow?
Because you're running out of oxygen, bro.
And then he's just sitting there slicing everything. And she's like, why? It doesn't feel like a slice. It's almost like I'm burning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the sun breathing technique's the only technique that can like stop the demon's regenerative.
Yeah, because it's like the sun.
stuff. Uh-huh.
And then, okay, so obviously one of the main things that they're hinting at the entire fight, when she's able to do all that, is that Muzan's cells inside of her are terrified
Mm.
Oh,
of his
Yodery.
dad.
Mm-mm. That's
It's not his dad? No?
No.
All right,
That's
shut
what
up, okay?
blows my
Because you
mind.
shouldn't have looked up this shit in the first fucking place. So don't ruin it for the rest of
Well,
us.
that don't even really look like his dad.
Yes, it did.
He's got
No,
the
go
same
back and
earrings.
look at it. The
Earrings.
whole clan has the same earring.
He has the mark on his head too. Everything.
But he's not sick.
Not in that
Okay, it's not
instance.
like he was sick all his life.
He was like
He
a
was sick
Hashira.
for a long time. No, he wasn't.
Oh.
No, he was just a at-home coal burner guy. He had the
Well,
family business.
so if
or
it's
whatever.
not, well,
before
I
he
don't even wanna
died.
know. I don't even. I was gonna say, well, then if it wasn't his dad, who was it? I
That
don't
don't ruin
really.
anything.
What?
That don't ruin anything.
So it's just some guy that's
It's
not
the
important
first-
at all, but it scares Muzan because that was
It's the
his
first
cells
guy
memories
ever.
to scare
that
him or
was-
something.
It was the first guy to ever be a demon slayer or whatever. Like the original.
Like the original
sun-breathing
Hashira or
guy?
something.
Just the creator of the technique
Hmm.
that scared Muzan. Shit was pretty badass.
Well, his moves are effective. Passed down to
Mm.
Tanjiro.
So I guess he wasn't born to be a sunbreather then. Because he makes the comment that, people that are born with that mark are chosen. But he wasn't born with it. He got burned on his face. And then he damaged it some more later on. And then he's like, well, I don't care if I wasn't, chosen, one of the chosen ones.
I don't know. I think it's something to do with being earned or something. Because I think other people have it that weren't born with it. Like other Hashira have had it. I don't know.
Had that mark or sunbreathing?
The mark. The
But you have-
uh,
But you,
I don't think it's something that necessarily originates at birth.
but does every sun breathing user have a mark? That's what they make it
I don't
seem
know.
like. Chosen or not,
Maybe.
I guess
maybe.
you have a mark on your forehead.
Yeah,
A
maybe I'm
scar
not.
of some kind. But yeah, him going full concentration mode so concentrated that he doesn't even know he's not breathing. And then, yeah, like everything, all that was cool. Oh, the badass. It's like scaring Mizan's cells inside him. But yeah, like I said, I just wasn't expecting Nezuko to come out at all.
No.
And then so when she comes
blindsided you with
out,
that.
and it just like completely shocked me.
I was so stoked.
Oh yeah,
I was so stoked.
I was a
whenever
little
saw it.
like speechless when it happened. I was like, I was like looking at my wife, and I was like, she only comes out when I was like, that's his little sister. And I was like, she only comes out when his life is threatened or on the brink.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's getting completely chopped up in
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of different pieces
But
all over the place, but her
the-
regen ability.
Yeah,
It's
but the
just-
upper six recognized that she has the regenerative ability
Yeah,
of
but-
an upper level demon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
after
It was
the
crazy.
fact, because she's like,
Oh, yeah.
you're a baby demon. I can tell you haven't had much human flesh. You're not gonna be able to
no
regenerate.
wonder
And
why
she stands
you
up.
can look
She's
away
like-
from Lord
And
Muzin's.
she was like, "Bitch, hold up. Why are you standing?"
Mm.
So I know your body
And
parts went multiple ways. And then is that the first time I'm guessing we've seen like the flower kind of grow on her skin?
Yeah.
And then she bites
I don't-
through her little mouthpiece. I thought
Really
she was
good
about to speak.
I was hoping she would.
Were y'all feeling that at all?
Yeah.
When
I
she,
was
I didn't
absolutely
think
hoping.
about the speech.
yeah,
I
like when
was
she,
starstruck though. I was like, oh,
like, damn, those titties.
she grew. She
Yeah.
grew.
And the horn.
Yeah, the horn was,
there's got to be some
interesting.
kind of some hint towards something there.
I don't know nothing about Nezuko.
No. And yeah, she's got the ability of an upper six demon. And then she thinks that she cut off her leg, so she's defending herself, and then she grows a leg fast enough and still just slams her into the ground with her kick.
I think she still loses her leg. I think that's just the other leg she uses.
No,
No, she grew it back.
she grew it
mid-
back
mid-
immediately after getting it cut off
and
and just
put
kicked
it
her.
through her chest.
Yeah.
Like she's standing through the motherfucker's chest.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I was like,
Then they end the
Cheering
fucking
out.
episode.
yeah.
Mhm.
Then they
But
end
they
the
don't have
episode.
another. Yeah, they don't even have like an extra like Taisho era period fact either. They just said, "Hey,
I don't
we've
give
run
a
out of
shit about
time."
that.
We're
I'd
moving on
rather
to the
them
other
do like a little snippet of what's going to be in the next episode and the little facts or whatever shit like that.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, but I always want to like see just a little hint of like what else we're gonna get. But they end it every episode so far that they've come out with this season. At the very end, you're like waiting to see more, and then they hit you with the credits. You're like, already? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, now I gotta wait a whole week
Mm-hmm.
to see more, or go read ahead. Which I like leaving this
Don't do it.
unknown.
Don't
right
do
now. No.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, we're past what I had read up to. Once Tandro and her started like really fighting, I hadn't read any of that shit. So all of this is fresh and new, and I'm not looking up a damn thing. I want it all to just hit me. As
Watch
it
it with your
happens.
son.
I think it's gonna be funny when. Well, I ain't gonna be funny, but all this information isn't gonna. I don't think it's gonna be put in the anime that I went and looked up. I just like knowing who people are.
Yeah, but I like finding out who they are through
What if
the
they don't tell you? What if it's not part of the storyline?
at all. Like not even in the manga.
I have no clue, but like I just like knowing. It started with whether or not I wanted to know if that was his dad or not, and because he didn't look sick to me in the flashback or whatever, so I was like, I don't know. And then I just started googling who people are and how they're related and whose kids is whose and how they
See,
learned and stuff like that.
I thought that they were related because there was an episode where he's watching his dad dance and do the Himekana Kagura dance and like do all of that.
Yeah,
And that's not his
That
dad?
is his dad who was dancing in the memory. Like the flashback back
But
when he first got in a fight or something and was remembering his.
So that's
That was
just
his
not
dad,
the
yeah.
same
But
guy.
remember how sick he was?
Yeah. No.
No.
But I just figured that was like a previous version of his dad whenever he
Yeah,
was a
like,
demon.
Just because he didn't look
sick.
sick in that flashback, it would have not told me that was not his dad a single bit. Because it's not like his dad was sick his entire life. Like there's
It was only sick.
in my
towards the
opinion,
very
I
end.
guess there could have been at some point in his dad's life where he was a badass swordsman if he knew that technique. I assume.
I mean, if he knows
Don't you think
the
anybody
dance,
would tell Tanjiro or know Tanjiro's dad was either a Hashira or a.
Did anyone tell Naruto who his fucking dad was?
Well, no, but
Exactly.
You know everybody else was a Hashira in the show.
they've
So-
only
What's
mentioned
his
at
name's
the-
dad? You know, the old man who's teaching
The chick with the
Zenitsu
flowers
is-
or whatever. Not flowers.
yeah, like they
Yeah,
ain't
needle.
hiding
Is
shit
it the
in this
needle
show.
sword shit? Is that the bitch that used to be a Ashra?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The one that trains that. She's going to probably come in at some point, be more of a important part. The chick that's also their age, that's like ahead of
Mhm.
them training wise.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's definitely going to come in with some kind of badass ability, I bet.
I'm hoping we see all of them. I want to see what they can do. I'm still excited to see what Lord Tengen can do.
Yeah,
He hasn't even made it to the fight.
yeah, that stuff I have
we
no
haven't
clue
seen
about.
shit he can do.
I don't know nothing about. I just simply know
And
the
I'm-
history of the Kamikagura.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I'm assuming
Kamikagura.
as they like introduce us to each Hashira, they're gonna get increasingly like more badass or more powerful as they introduce us to them.
How many episodes do you think the muscle mice are going to be in?
Oh, they were just there for a second in this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
muscle.
I mean, probably in a
Muscle.
lot of them if we're dealing with the flashy guy
flashiness.
himself, you know.
Which we
Ingen,
didn't see do
whatever.
really anything.
Hit the
Everybody's late
ground
to the
really
fight.
hard.
Everybody's late to the fight. I guess it takes a while to run across the city.
And out of the fucking ground in a cave.
He just leaped. Like what? You think he would be able to sense the
He grabbed them
pressure or
both
the
and just jumped up.
spiritual
Oh, no,
pressure
well,
or something
at the
of
same
Tanjiro
time,
fighting?
it makes it seem like it was a long time, that fight, but I bet in reality all of that
At
took
most
place
3
in
minutes.
yeah so
'Cause you gotta
them
think
not
what's
getting there in
humanly
time
possible of holding their
is
breath.
not that crazy to me. It's not like they were running for
Well,
miles,
I'm just meaning
you know?
he was sitting in the cave. Why aren't you worshiping me? We're not taking this very seriously. And then finally somebody says,
Mako.
shouldn't you go help? He's like,
Mako is-
yes, we're going to go chase now. I'm like,
Well,
bro,
that's just this
not
funny
very
part of his
Hashira-like
personality.
of you.
Yeah.
You letting some 13-year-old boy get his ass whipped out here for all you know.
I don't know. He only got his ass beat because he forgot to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he could have done it if he wasn't holding his breath.
A quick recovery
I
breath
mean-
probably could have helped.
Maybe, but maybe
Recovery
it would've
breath.
hurt concentration.
Then
You
hold his
gotta-
breath again.
You saw that his sword
Yeah, it
was
would've
on
broke his
fire the
concentration.
entire time.
Yeah.
Until he like cut her neck and she went limp. That shit was engulfed in flames. That shit was
She
badass.
had to turn her neck into a belt, soft belt.
Soften. Yeah.
Yeah, so that
Which
she
was
wouldn't
crazy.
get decapitated. Yeah.
But it was almost there second time. She was worried.
Oh yeah, she was
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
scared.
She was about to
Shout-
get it. She was
But
about
she,
to get I hate how they do that. So close. And then it's like, ugh.
And then
But
she
you could've
doesn't
held your
even
breath for a
acknowledge it
second.
though. She just
No.
immediately goes to, "You pathetic. That's all you have."
Hmm.
Bitch, you were just scared a second ago that you were about to die. Now my little sister has to come in here and beat your ass.
Yeah.
Tanjiro's gonna be like, my manlyhood was just destroyed. My little sister keeps butting in and kicking people's asses.
Apparently Muzan has some concerns about her too.
Oh yeah, I mean she wanted
Hmm.
to. Well, okay, that's another thing. Who was the other demon that slipped out of his grasp?
Oh,
Tamio?
I saw that or something. Yama?
No, I thought it was like Tamio or something like that, something around that. But he mentions like I let a another one slipped through my grasp, just like Tamio or whatever her name was.
I don't know.
That makes me wonder if
He has not
that's gonna
become relevant.
if that's like
yet.
foreshadowing. Yeah, like that's something we may run into down the road.
Well, I think it's
is this
absolutely
other
going to
demon.
foreshadow it.
Yeah. Like I wonder if there's another demon like Nezuko.
Who's the doctor that was helping
Not a demon.
them?
I don't remember her name though.
She wasn't.
Nor
I
do
thought
I.
She wasn't
She
a
wasn't a
demon.
demon?
No.
she couldn't go outside.
I mean, unless I'm remembering wrong, I don't think she was a demon. I think her life goal was to make it so because she lost loved ones that became demons. She wanted to be able to turn people back.
It just made to me it sort of clicked a little bit because she was living off grid in a hidden house and had to get those little two demons with the little jingle balls and that crazy kick and break down that little disappearing house in the middle of the city.
You think they're gonna do another like sad, like make you feel for this demon shit when they finally kill her?
Yes.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, they already kind of hinted
She had a
at it.
flashback.
Yeah, they already hinted at she obviously.
Don't you remember who you are when you were human? Didn't you have some
but
sorrow?
in the
Didn't
flashbacks,
you cry for somebody?
Yeah, they show that she had no money. She was a poor little girl. That's why she was like, I became a demon because I didn't have to lose anyone.
I ain't gonna feel bad for her.
I don't know.
I might feel a little bad.
Yeah, you always feel a little bit for him. And Tandro always hits it too. Like, I'm sorry at the end, no matter how many people you killed or whatever. Because that's what makes Tandro is that he can relate to that human part of him.
They tried, but I didn't feel that way about the final guy that Tanjiro had to fight in the woods. Because Nezuko's not Nezuko. Shit, what's the electric guy? Zenitsu. He fought Spider, and then the other guy also controlled like web strings or whatever. I didn't feel bad for him. They try to make you feel bad for him too, but I was just like, "Fuck this little." douche.
He just wanted a family. That's all he was.
He was just trying to build the perfect
I ain't
family
give a
constantly.
shit about that little creepy kid. And she, I mean, she's just a bitch. Like, you know what it's like to be poor, and she's still a cunt to everybody else.
Yeah, because now she has all the power and do whatever the hell she wants. That's one of the things she says too. Is like, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about losing anything, losing anyone. I can do whatever the hell I want.
She's real submissive toward Muzan. Real submissive. Just lays in his lap.
Yeah, it's like a pet.
Yeah.
I hope Nezuko has like I know she has a conscience, but I want her to have like her own like say and like speak, her own voice in the show. And I feel like it's going to happen at some point.
I feel like nearly has to.
Because each big fight, she seems to evolve a little bit more every time. Okay, why is it that was there something that I'm not remembering what's making her so incredibly strong? Does she have a crazy amount?
All the time.
Does she have a crazy?
That's what's okay.
That's
good.
not
Good.
what makes her so strong. She has to sleep a lot to recover because she doesn't eat humans.
Yeah, she's storing up all that energy in her little box.
That's
I
can see
that. It was hinted. It was hinted before.
She does that literally because she has to take long sleeps after she's taken lots of damage.
She
and used a lot of energy. But she's just like naturally able to do that regen and stuff without eating a bunch of humans. She's an upper 6 level demon without having to. Does she just from the get go have a lot of Muzan's blood in her?
Yeah, he put a lot in there.
Yeah,
just to test it.
Okay,
and because she's whatever their last name is, I guess they're just a little more tough. So she survived. So she's really powerful.
We mean last name is like Tandro's last name.
Yeah, whatever that family.
And then like
Kamado
or something. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. He must have fucking put a lot in that bitch then.
From what Steven told me, I mean, apparently he was just testing. Let's see, fuck this bitch, see how much she can take, and she took it.
Yeah, as a little girl.
Yeah.
But her, it's probably just from her like will of her, her family.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff.
even then she had flashbacks, like in this last episode of her family getting murdered or whatever, and that kind of like enraged her even more.
Yeah, because they still have her like almost like hypnotized to think that any human is family.
Mhm.
So anytime she sees some human or anyone bystander hurt, she thinks someone is hurting her family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She went crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want to see her just fucking, just no holds back, just fucking destroy her. Like not even a chance. And she kind of is right now, but like
They ended it.
Like
she
I
was.
like there would it kind of would have been cool if they just ended it at her like destroying her fucking head off with one kick.
Ain't no
Just
way.
because like that's an upper six demon. Nezuko just demolished her in one kick. Honestly, I was expecting again. I was so surprised to see her. I was expecting it to be Tengen
Mm-hmm.
because they're on their way the whole time. She's like, oh, he's gonna cut in and save Tanjiro.
Nope.
Didn't even cross my mind.
That ain't no way in hell that this is anywhere close to the end of that fight. I don't think so for a second.
Really?
Because, and I know nothing. This is simply on if this bitch has killed multiple Hashira, I don't think she's gonna be taken out by two kids. That one Nezuko has absolutely no combat experience or minimal besides what her two battles that she's been in. It's not like she's out training at night that we really see. So like
It's
all
just
this
off
is
pure
like,
strength from all that blood.
but she's still learning her powers. I would assume, because clearly she was able to reform half her body in a leg, but it didn't happen all at once. So I feel like she's kind of like filling out what she can do.
I wonder if she can do
maybe
her blood art.
Like, so you're thinking Tengen's going to come in
next one.
and kind of finish it off?
I don't see how that he don't get involved because
them being on the way.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something like somehow she gets the upper hand and like hurts Nezuko again, and finally Tengen shows up, and it's going to be like a one-on-one, or I guess you got Tsunetsu and the other guy.
See, how I was looking at it was more of like,
Inosuke.
He gets there, and maybe Nezuko and Tanjiro were almost like on the brink of death, but they did beat her. And Tengen's more like, who the fuck are these kids?
Instantly Hashiras.
Like you kind of see like him like kind of like what the fuck did I end up with right now? Like kind of hinting at like how crazy strong they are or can be because they're kids. They're very low level Hashira, not the lowest of course because they got the promotion, but they just beat an upper six by themselves. So
yeah.
Now, what level was the one that killed the Flame Hashira?
Only 3.
Upper 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this level 6 bitch should be nothing for a Hashira.
But she's killed many Hashira.
Yeah, but doesn't mean all Hashira are created equally.
I think do we know who the strongest Hashiras are? For some reason, I'm thinking the blue guy is number 1.
I don't know.
The leader. You know who I'm talking about with the black hair?
They probably have a ranking.
In the woods.
But
yeah, that guy.
I don't know what the ranking is. I would assume there's got to be some kind of ranking.
Yeah.
Like the number
So I'm
one.
wondering, like, it was... I'm terrible with these names. It's Demon Slayer specifically. But the Hashira who died in Mugen Train,
Rengoku.
yes. I mean, was he comparable? I mean, I feel like he was weaker because he obviously lost, but
But he
would
lost
have
to a
been like-
level to a top 3.
right. So it was like Rengoku top 5 Hashira? I mean, was he up
I don't
there?
know.
Or
He was recognized by all the Hashiras because everybody was kind of sad. Well,
I mean, but
Sad.
yeah, but I think all the
Vengeful,
Hashira
yeah.
recognized
slash-
each other.
yeah, no matter which one had died, they would have been like had recognized that they.
So
you know.
I'm just wondering, like, you think Tengen's stronger than Rengoku?
I'm kind
I
of
would
leaning
like to
that
see
way.
it.
He's
Yeah.
older, I think. I think he's older, probably more experienced.
Something tells me that he is.
Okay, so maybe
Like,
he comes
even-
up and cleans up.
Yeah. I think that Nezuko probably finishes her off. It might be close, but Nezuko gets her down, and he shows up. But then again, it's very easy to see like your point of view of like maybe she gets kind of beat up too, and then he has to come in and step in. But then again, like with it being a level 6 compared to a level 3, I just can't see it being as dramatic of a fight for the Hashira. You know?
Yeah.
he's gonna make it flashy.
Unless,
Flashy like.
unless it's hard because now he's got to protect people. He can't go all out.
He tells them first and foremost, worship me and like save yourself.
Well, he already told his wives that.
Lives.
I think he's probably gonna treat the kids about the same. Like, I'm gonna protect you or whatever. Especially motherfuckers passed out on the roof.
What if they have
Right.
Tengen die? This is each Hashira that we run in when they run into just dies. Like,
What's
and
going on?
the demon just barely gets away. That'd be
Makes
some
his wives
bullshit.
available.
That would be some bullshit. Yeah, I don't know what their parts are going to be. Like, not even including the Hashira, like, what part is Zenitsu and Inosuke going to have in this?
Apparently,
Yeah.
absolutely nothing.
What it
No,
seems
but
like.
Zenitsu's running while he's asleep. So
Yeah.
I don't really know what he's about to whoop some ass. That's what he's about to do. Every time he's asleep, he whoops some ass.
I mean, I hope
I
they
like
give
how
each of
Inosuke
them.
opened his eye for a second and
Yeah.
then he immediately shut it.
Yeah, at the end credit or whatever.
Yeah.
I hope they give them their own spotlight, though. I hope it's not too focused on Tanjiro and, Nezuko. Like, I want to see them fight some, like, upper demon, too. One-on-one.
I want to see what they got.
And, yeah.
I think
and
they're all going to become
excel.
Hashira.
Oh,
of
yeah,
their
for
own
sure.
Accord.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you think at some point one of
It's
them's
not
going to die?
13.
I can see it
eventually,
happening.
late in life.
Something and at some point in this anime, a main character out of the little group is probably going to die.
I think it'd be Tanjiro. I don't think the other two are going to
I think Tanjiro, the main character, is going to die.
die.
That's bullshit.
I don't know how the show ends, but like I can't see a purpose right now of Inosuke dying and Zenitsu.
Well, yeah, of
He
course you
just-
can't see right now, but I feel like in the story they're going to build it in of like at some point one of them is going to die in battle, protecting, like stepping in, doing something that's so super sad, and someone
Netsu's
Yeah,
self-sacrifice
someone's
for Nezuko
something. Yeah, I could see that probably actually. Yeah,
in the throes of love or some shit like that. His romantic arc.
probably won't be that like dramatic like that, like show up front like that, but something.
You can see it though.
Someone's
Yeah,
going to die.
something like that.
Yeah.
What if Nezuko dies?
Tanjiro's gonna fucking.
I don't
lose
see
it.
that happening
Tanjiro would fucking
because
lose
his
it.
whole motive right now is
He would go full demon berserk mode, kill
yeah,
everybody.
and they'll do some like bullshit, shitty anime
just
shit
quits
like
movie.
Hunter x Hunter. No comment on
Come
that.
up where he just goes crazy.
Yeah, he goes crazy because his friend died,
Uh huh.
and then anything after that is pointless to watch.
I think that could very well be possible.
I would
That
hate
could be
it.
like the
The
end.
show if it does that
It's like
shit.
that's the rage it takes for Tanjiro to defeat Muzan, or I don't know. I'm assuming
if they do it
that's
like
where-
that, it would be cool. But if they do some bullshit like Hunter x Hunter did,
and maybe they get to bring Nezuko back. I don't know.
hmm,
Like, aren't they trying to get that petal or
dies,
flower or
and-
something to get her not to be a demon anymore?
yeah.
thought they needed Muzan's blood or something.
I don't
No,
remember,
they need-
honestly.
no,
I
th-
probably
well,
sound like a terrible
they
fan,
need
but I
upper
remember a flower.
demon blood to give to the doctor to work on and study.
Nah, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
So maybe they figured that out.
So
And
technically,
it's
they're
able to
getting
heal
Muzan's
her.
blood. So why can't they just take Nezuko? They'll have her study Nezuko because she's an upper demon now.
They
Think
took her
about it.
blood.
Good point.
So they
I thought they
have
took
That
her blood.
bitch. Blood dope that bitch.
I could have swore they took her blood.
They probably have a little bit of her blood, but at that point she wasn't strong enough.
Right.
Probably. So yeah, they need a little more.
Very early stage.
All right. Anything else on that episode you want to talk about?
I think I'm good. I think we covered pretty much what I was excited for.
Everything
I
we
want to
hit
see the
on that.
next episode.
Yeah.
I'm
I
ready.
bet it'll
I'm
be
ready
the
for
best
it.
one yet. I bet.
Yeah.
I bet, my boy. I'm gonna get like you, my boy. All right. I know Jacob wanted to talk about. Not Jacob. Sorry, CJ wanted to talk about that new anime you watched.
Oh
The
shit.
assassin.
Yeah. There's I did a post on the Shonen, was that Instagram?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Shit's really good. For one season, I think.
How many episodes?
12, I believe. I'll double check her quick while I'm talking about it. But pretty much it's this world famous assassin and human world 12. But for some reason I remember now it's called season 2 because there's like
Don't pay attention to Crunchyroll's shit.
yeah, it's
Like
retarded.
that. Yeah.
But so it's 12 episodes. So it's a full length like one season show. But yeah, world famous assassin, best assassin in the world, dies, gets reincarnated in another world for the sole objective to kill a hero that apparently saves the world. But after he saves the world, he destroys the world by going on like a rampage. So this guy gets to be reincarnated with all his memories and all his skills, and gets to have his pick of skills going into this like sorcery and sword fighting world or whatever. But he starts as a baby. Like he is born into a family, gets raised, and it's got like 18 years or something to kill the guy. But he has to do it between 16 and 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I get real
Animation
fucked up.
good?
Oh yeah, I think it's really good.
Because I thought I saw you
think
say
it was a
something that it was beautiful somewhere. I don't know if it was in the post on Instagram or something.
very beautiful animation and very pretty show up until little kids start getting sex trafficked, and you're just like, whoa,
Some darkness comes out of nowhere.
What the fuck? Don't watch that part in the living room with people around. It was very awkward.
Who'd you have
In
around?
my dad.
Your dad?
And Eli. Japanese don't sound good in any regard. Like any girl that's like whining at all sounds absolutely sexual.
Yeah, sounds very sexual. Yeah.
So this was even worse. You're like, this is sexual, but in the worst way. Oh my god. But yeah, that's a good show. Once you get past that, it goes back and it got to do with a lot of politics and killing people and
You said how many
Pretty good.
episodes it was again?
12.
12. Okay. Pretty quick
Jacob's
one.
gotten pretty far into RE0.
Yeah.
Now that you
it's like
realize there was
second part.
more to watch.
Yeah. Now that I know that there's a second season available to
Yeah,
just
so
binge
I've only
watch.
seen the first like maybe 3 episodes of the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
Did
gets
you watch any more? Still at the same part?
Yeah, I'm still at the same part. but I don't want to ruin much for Hunter since he's watching it. But it does get a little better. I wish that he could figure where he is at, like figure out the correct path to take because
He's
it's
stuck
kind of
in a loop
annoying.
right now.
It's so bad. Like he keeps dying, and there's no point. And
I think you're
he
at
gets
the
to
part.
meet these witches. And
I think you're at the part where finally he's starting to realize that it's not his agenda that he's trying to fix.
yeah, it's
Like
definitely
just
something
because
about
you
it.
want to go save the person that you want to go save doesn't mean that that's what you're got this
Supposed to do.
reincarnation power
Yeah.
for. Yeah. So
Mhm.
he'll go and do this over and over, and it's heartbreaking every time. But it's more like, bitch, you gotta leave this bitch alone. She dead.
It's a mind trip.
Yeah, it's
It-
fucked up.
Yeah. I'm at the point
Same.
right now to where it is just everything is a plot twist. And I'm thinking like, oh, great, cool, great. I'm glad I can figure that out, but never does, and then has to die and then get reincarnated and then figure it out again for the third, fourth, fifth
Try
time.
this again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know when I'll go back
you're gonna
to
like the beasts.
to watch it.
You haven't seen the second beast yet.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot to watch right now,
You
Same.
and you gotta
got Bleach.
oh,
No.
Bleach,
Got Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, Demon
Attack
Slayer,
on
One
Titan.
Piece.
So I went
'cause
ahead and watched the
then-
new episode of Attack on Titan, and I'm so happy they picked it
Starts off
right
strong.
back up. It starts off great.
Huh?
So I almost need a
I-
refresher, like because I took such a long break after the first 8 episodes that I'm having to try to remember all those little details like that make it so crazy.
I kind
The
of
final
went
season?
back, and there's like a sub season that does like the diaries of the missing scouts and stuff, and it's like small little tidbits. So you get to see Sasha before she's shot. In the last episode or last season, you get to see her like focus on all the meat and stuff and a cooking contest, which was kind of nice. You get to see like the funny side of things.
Hmm.
And then you move over to the final season, and it's just horrible, horrific. Everyone's dying, much like the Attack on Titan.
Where I'm at right now,
I
in
am
the final
100%
season,
on Aaron's side.
really
Yeah, I would be on Aaron's side.
watching
They
where
made-
the
They made a
backstory
really good
now that
point
I've
in the new
seen
episode.
is like
They made a really, really good point. And I'm hoping you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
We'll be caught up by Sunday.
yeah.
Perfect.
I'm on episode 70.
He's further than I am, I guess. You
Yeah.
watch one or two more.
Yeah.
Where we were. I know a lot of people debate on whether or not Aaron was right or wrong and doing the things that he's done up to this point. But
To me,
absolutely
it's like
100%.
I get it,
kill them all.
but at the same time, it's like both sides were so lied to.
It's pure manipulation on
Mm.
both ends.
You feel
Yeah.
so bad for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you're gonna feel real bad whenever you start watching this new episode because it starts off like I said, pretty damn strong, and I was mad.
I'll tell you, like the next couple episodes, CJ, that you're gonna be watching, it's a lot of backstory. Like
Mhm.
That's my favorite thing about Attack on Titan.
it's a lot of
Is
like
the convoluted, complex backstory.
yeah, but it doesn't
and-
make it. It's not like a. You can only tell that they're going back by, oh, now Aaron's young again and not depressed. Like, and then it jumps to him being locked up and kind of talking to him about how he can do whatever the fuck he wants in a way. And then it goes back the next scene, like it just goes back and forth, like these little like build up of. It's basically explaining like why Aaron got to that point.
He has done what he has done,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, it gets so good. Oh,
Okay, so because I don't know yet, and you've seen it all, Jacob. Does Aaron have a real good reason of why he kind of goes off the deep end? Does something
So-
happen? Is there like a singular thing that happens that's like, oh, that pushed him over?
It's kind of like a huge buildup of betrayal has kind of been just cemented into him, and then he finally gets to meet with Zeke and
Zeke.
Zeke, and they have their heart to heart, and then things start making a little bit more sense. But they made a great point in the newest episode. It's basically saying, like, regardless of whatever happens, whatever path he decides to choose, it is his choice. So he could end it all, or he could be the savior. Like, he could do whichever choice. And it doesn't matter who he's listened to before. It could be the people that have been guiding him throughout his entire life. It could be Zeke, who has been there for a certain amount of time when he's gone in his little rebellious filled area. But the turning point, I think, is going to happen soon.
Got another
Because he's
question.
still got to get.
This is a very important question. Does Gabby die?
Not yet.
Fucking
fucking hope
bitch,
so.
dude.
Fucking not yet.
She should have got kicked out the motherfucking.
Oh yeah. No, they should
She
have
should've
just
been
beat her.
slaughtered.
They should have had a
Yeah.
scene where she got beat to death on that plane.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight!
The
Fight
fact
back!
that she is still alive and gets to witness everything that's happening right now is like, you shouldn't even be
It's
here.
insulting.
I wanted you to get drop kicked out of the airship as soon
Insulting.
as you shot Sasha. Yeah.
Everything switched for Aaron when he kissed Historia's hand.
Yeah,
that-
when he gets that connection.
Mhm.
Yeah, that nobody else can relate. He can't explain it.
Yeah.
But I think that singular trigger that I mean he pretty much gained all knowledge of everything that I guess has happened because to my understanding up to this point all the Titans are connected.
Mm.
So when he did that he got all the memories of everything. So I guess he understands more than I imagine I'd be pretty pissed.
Now, does
off.
he have it like that because he's the founding Titan?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because
he's got.
his dad took it and then gave it. No,
It's so convoluted.
he ate what's his fucking the girl.
Yeah, he's got the Beast Titan. He's got the what do they call her? War Titan or
Yeah, the
The
Warhammer.
Warhammer
Warhammer
Titan. Yeah. Yeah. But he is the founding Titan at the same time. Or has the founding Titan powers. So it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
I can tell you right now, the fight is unfair.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Well,
It's
and
unfair.
if Armin's involved, that's unfair. Aaron's one thing. I mean,
It's
if
not
you can,
involved.
even if you can use the Attack Titan, the Warhammer Titan, and the Beast Titan, all Armin's got to do is just blow you the fuck up.
Well, not and Beast Titan.
He doesn't have the Beast Titan.
doesn't have
he
the
only
Beast
Titan.
has.
Beast Titan.
He only
He
has the
Beast Titan
Warhammer
under
and the
control.
Founder.
The founding, the Warhammer, and the
Yeah.
Attack Titan.
Mhm. He's got
Um,
all three of those.
So, I mean, all Armin's got to do, and he can do it 3 times. I mean, he'll level 3 different cities. With
Yeah,
that
if they
massive,
could, like, yeah, not just him
But he's gotta be
like being
careful 'cause
massive
he
in
could kill
himself, but
everybody.
his like the steam part where he's basically a nuclear bomb.
Mhm. And then he gets to walk around and damage some shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Colossal Titan.
Yeah.
I remember the first
Mad crazy.
episode I ever saw of Attack on Titan was at your house over on Topaz.
Yeah, really?
And I was way too high up
Under the
there.
influence.
Yeah. And it literally, I think that's the only time I've ever had anxiety from like
Watching
because it
anime.
was one of the first episodes was watching his mom get eaten.
Oh,
And
it's the first episode.
Yeah, that's a very
mom
fucked
dies.
way to start a show.
Yeah. And it starts with the Colossus Titan, like kind of
Breaching
looking
the wall.
over the.
Looking over the wall.
I remember just thinking how like this show is so messed up. Like these deformed, like people running around that are like giant size, and this like skinless behemoth, and then the mom dying right in front of him, and it's just the
Didn't
show in
realize the people.
general is
Yeah.
so complex and fucked up.
They don't poop, by the way. Titans don't poop. Fun fact. Figured that out.
I don't want to look at your Google history. Can Titans poop?
It was on one of those first episodes that it was like the sectional arc, whatever.
Oh,
It's
okay.
got like just the war stories from different regiments and stuff. It's funny.
And I'm looking forward to the rest of it. Definitely got to get caught up. Now, next podcast for you listeners. Next podcast, we're gonna go start with Demon Slayer, go into Attack on Titan, kind of like what we're doing right now in a way, but it's going to be, episode specific, just like the Demon Slayer is every time we talk about it. And from here on out, we'll be caught up, and each week we'll be talking about the newest episode. So beware, like if you're not caught up on these two shows, it's kind of the basis of our podcast right now and a big part of it. So, even if you're just here for the kind of banter at the end, the funny banter or whatnot, get caught up on those shows or you're just going to run into a bunch of spoilers every time.
All right. We'll send on a question.
Okay. What
Think
question?
about it seriously.
Okay.
Who is your favorite waifu?
Hinata.
Now,
Across the board. Any
Oh.
anime.
are we counting like I would like to
Anything.
choose Nezuko because she was fucking hot.
Yeah.
This go.
Really?
She's the most recent. If
Kid
she stays in
form
her
or
adult form, adult form.
I think you like
not-
the fact
not
that she
the-
can turn into a kid.
No, not that.
It
cute,
looks
but
big in your little hands.
This past episode was much. I thought she looked the prettiest. So
No, she,
far.
yeah. Her
Gorgeous.
adults.
With a horn sticking out of her head.
We all have imperfections.
I can't not. There's a lot of them that you're like
Which Hinata, if you're gonna pick, even if you're not gonna pick, like which
wife
one?
Hinata, like
Boruto,
Boruto
Hinata?
wife Hinata, yeah,
All right, well,
yeah. Wife me up with Hinata, yeah, for sure. Like there's a
Mine's
bunch of
like-
them that are like hot or something from different shows or whatever, but like all encompassing package, Hinata.
mine's Yoruichi from
Oh, really?
Bleach.
From Bleach?
Or,
Why? Because she's so tan.
Fuck yes,
Yeah.
and like she's got an attitude, and she's a cat.
You don't
too.
want it to be Mel? Nell or whatever.
No, not now.
Yeah.
Kid form or adult form.
That's another. Jacob, here's one for you.
That
Who's
or
the,
either the witch that Jacob's recently been introduced to, and RE0.
Yeah,
She is like
the Witch of Greed.
the new anime Shigo. I think Kim Possible Shigo, like that, just emo, dark. And
Oh, the dark
green.
one.
Yeah, that's who this
Uh,
bitch is.
Who
She's hot.
is Aaron's
The evil.
like sister almost? He grows up with
Mikasa?
in Attack.
Mikasa?
Mikasa. The new Mikasa in the Attack on Titan. She's muscular. I don't know, something
Oh.
about her.
Talking about
The
the final
lesbian?
season that we've already seen, or you're talking about like the one you've seen?
The one I've seen. Oh well, I think she was in the
She
beginning.
looked the
Like
same.
part
She got
2 or
short
part
hair.
1 final season?
I'm pretty sure she's in part 1. The one I like. The shows are like
She's always
shadow
been
boxing.
kind of like that, though. You
I like
know,
the long
she's
hair though.
they've
No, she
never.
looks like-
They don't sexualize anyone in Attack on Titan.
No, they do a good job.
Well, no, everybody's worried about getting eaten.
Yeah, but there's like no fan service at all, which I like. There's a
It's just something about that show. It's the only show that I have seen that makes me cringe sometimes.
what?
Attack on Titan. A
Cringe
certain
in the,
way
like-
people die,
Okay.
or
Like
Sure.
cringe and like that was written shittily, or like cringe and like
No,
oh,
it's
that's
written
fucked.
perfectly,
Oh,
but like
God.
it was just such a gruesome,
Shock.
mentally fucked. Like there's one specific death, and I don't know the girl who died, but they were up on like a
The tower.
castle, and she
And
starts
you're talking
screaming
about-
for her dad, and she's
Oh,
just getting
you're talking
ripped
about
apart.
the I don't know her name, but she's part of like
Yeah.
that crew that come in to try to like give reinforcements, whatever. Yeah,
Yep,
Yeah.
that's stuck
Just
with
bloody
me.
murder.
I'm just
that and the one to me that was so like, God damn, dude, like fucking hit was the commander dude. He's like gives that huge speech to everyone that we're all going to die, but we have to push forward so we can end this.
mhm.
And he just riles everyone up to be okay with just let's go die.
Calm down.
And you just see all of them charging as these boulders are just destroying these people.
Shredding them to bits.
Oh my god, that was just like God damn. And then you have fucking Captain Levi come in and be like, "Bitch, I don't even need to be a Titan. Sit down." That's
don't
probably one of
even-
the most hype moments of that show's history. Like that,
I don't
him
even
putting the
need
Beast Titan down.
buildings to
Oh
swing
hell
on.
no!
I'll
Yeah.
use other
And
titans.
and the fact that
Bring
he
it on.
fucks with them too. Like I could kill you right now, but no, he like slices his. Yeah, he fucking
The
just-
nape rips him out.
Yeah.
Just rip them out.
Just and he's just in
But
complete shock.
He did it twice.
Yeah,
Second time you find out it was a little more planned, but it was still
yeah,
just
it's not as
badass.
crazy, but yeah, fucking.
He does
damn.
not like Zeke.
That was one of the moments where like after you watch that you're just like, God damn, Captain Levi's badass. It's
That's
fucking-
one of those shows that
God
just
damn.
gets like that TikTok that it's like Beast Boy's voice where it's like, let's fucking go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how you feel. It's
that
just
shit.
like,
yeah. Yeah, that show is. I was kind of thinking about that today. Like I was laying there in Ronan's playpen while he rolled around, while I was watching the episodes on the TV, and I was like thinking back to like when I first started watching the show, compared to like now, like all the shit that's happening in that show and all the how complex it gets when it gets to this final season. Like it like the bar just fucking shoots up on the scale of complexity when it gets to this final shit.
wish
I can't believe it took me so long to watch the first and second season.
Yeah, I feel
wish
like it was one of those that I kept
marathoned.
having to mention.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I marathoned it after it got to the slow part.
Did this guy just the author of the show just wake up one day and have all this in his head? Or was it like, I mean, it's so well crafted that it almost seems like he instantly knew everything that he wanted to do. Because how hard it would be to like, I don't know how many volumes you think you come out with before you build a following and it starts getting animated, but to continuously write and then correlate shit back to the very first thing that you wrote
Mhm.
in the first that's so hard.
No, it's
I don't know how-
definitely one of the best
Convoluted storylines,
well
that's you
written.
It's
This is one of them
constructed
that you like. You know, like even if I had just read this manga, I probably would have loved it too.
Mhm.
Because even in the show, I don't know what the manga's like, but they do such a good job of weaving hundreds of years of history of what's
I
been
bet
going
it's even
on.
a little deeper manga wise because you
Oh, I'm
kind of
sure.
slow down in a way, and you can really take it in.
That and you're not crunched for putting
Well, sometimes you know
5
the scenes
chapters into
change,
an episode.
you know, and you might miss something that just happened in that last scene that's actually really important or something. But
Yeah.
like you could easily catch it when you're reading it in front of you. But yeah, it's great. Great show.
I'll forever be disappointed that Boruto's not as popular with us.
They only
I
watch.
know that
I
it's got a
wanted it
fan
to
base,
be.
but I do too. I wanted it to be Naruto 2.0.
Yeah,
And there is a
even
lot of
if it's
Naruto I'm
just
happy
focused
with,
on
but-
Boruto, that's fine. I don't care that it's. I want it to be focused on Boruto. It's just like Harry Potter to me. Like Harry Potter, if they ever come out with like movies and shit about their kids and stuff, I am hype as fuck for that, and I hope they're fucking badass kids or whatever. But don't
That's what the
fucking
new movie's about.
shit on who we love. And I feel
Yeah.
like Boruto shits on who you love.
Oh, you're gonna hate the new Harry Potter movie then, because if they follow the cursed child, which is what it's supposed to be, the
Mhm.
play or whatever, Harry's kid, a little bitch.
Well, that's not as big of a deal, honestly. As
He be
much as
shitting on
like,
Harry.
don't shit on like Boruto
I know what
makes
you meant.
the show. Boruto makes Naruto and Sasuke not look that badass, to be honest.
Yeah.
It makes it seem
they've
like
got a
the
couple
dads that
episodes,
kind of
a
like
couple
grew
scenes.
And,
old
like,
and didn't
Yeah, grow
learn
old,
nothing.
and the way that man, the way it's badass, the whole Kurama thing and how they take him out and all that, but it wasn't that hype of a moment for him to pull that out.
Well, no, and like for some reason, it don't take over social media in waves.
No, you would think that. I mean, it. I remember when it hit the show, and I saw it a lot on the feed
Saw
on
my
Twitter and
feed for a
stuff.
little bit.
But it
because
wasn't-
we specifically follow a lot of Naruto stuff. I don't feel like
Yeah,
I feel like I don't really follow a lot of Attack on Titan stuff, only because I mean it's just not. I don't know why I don't, but if something happens in Attack on Titan, like say the next episode, damn, Eren dies, that shit's gonna pop up
Yeah.
almost instantly. I don't
Yeah.
feel like that happened with
It's
Kurama
just-
died. I found out from Steven.
like every
you.
time it was me, fucking. But just watching, like,
You told me before it even got animated.
I had because I had read it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yes, the Momoshiki and all them are super crazy strong, ridiculously strong. But they make it seem like Boruto could beat one of their asses when Naruto had to fucking go full on kill
Iron
Kurama
mode.
mode to try to beat one.
Well, that and they don't even apparently. Naruto can use every chakra style.
You know,
Has some sort of souped up sage mode now.
doesn't use any of it
No,
in that fight.
it's so bad. They have a lot of TikToks where it's like Naruto, we got Konohamaru. He hit him with a Rasengan. It didn't work. He's like, what about a giant Rasengan? He's like, that didn't work either. He's like, starts sweating. He's like, what the fuck? I don't know what to do.
It's
I'm like,
making
come
fun
on,
of
man.
him,
He
yeah.
does so much training through 500 episodes, and we don't see that at all.
You don't see Sage Mode. You don't see the toads come out. You don't see fucking anything. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, you ready, Kurama? Like
This is our
Power
last
Ranger
time,
it up."
dude.
Fucking yeah, but he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. The whole
No.
fucking sad part about that is that Kurama
Kurama
keeps
doesn't
it from
come.
him.
Mhm.
That this is the last
Also, Naruto's supposed to be able to use every other damn tailed beast mode because he's got all of them inside of him. So he could have been able to sacrifice damn all 8 of them before
Oh.
he killed Kurama.
fucking Sasuke is a
He a
badass.
bitch,
Okay,
too. Why the
But-
fuck he didn't get another arm?
that's not even in Boruto. They make him look like a Boruto fucking steals his Rasengan, stabs him in the fucking
His
face.
Rinnegan, yeah.
Yeah,
Take that shit.
his
Give me
Rinnegan.
that shit.
There is no way in fucking hell. I don't care what kind of special power Boruto has because he's got some little thing grown inside him, that mark, whatever the fuck. You really think Sasuke is going to let some little bitch like that even stab him in the face? What?
shook me whenever I saw it.
Oh my god! Like, I stopped
Come on.
reading it.
What's his name?
I'm only like 10
Kishimoto?
episodes, 10 chapters off of. That's another thing. Like, I didn't want to watch it because, dude, like 90% of that show was fucking filler and made up shit. Yeah, it's just, I was so disappointed. Just disappointed.
We also got. I mean, I know we got to wrap up, but we got a lot of good animes coming. Second seasons and third season.
2022 is going to have a lot for us to cover on this podcast.
Yeah.
For sure.
A lot to watch.
And thank God a lot of it's Jacob's caught up on.
Yay!
Like
Yeah, shit
Fire
that you can actually
Force
watch when
and-
it comes out. Now,
Nah, I miss me some.
We
Fire
got
Force. Give me
to-
some more Benny Maru.
yeah, jeez.
We
We got to
do that.
get caught up so we can watch that final Bleach arc, though.
I got 60
that's-
episodes. I finished Captain Eisen fight and everything.
Yeah, you're almost done, aren't you?
It's like 60 episodes. I don't.
60 episodes left. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they only animate like 360 episodes. There's like 500 episodes of
Five.
Bleach in its entirety.
Talking about talking about the manga.
Chapter, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I need to do some research on how many chapters technically that the 1,000-Year Blood War takes up. Like, I don't think it's seems right that might take up 150 chapters. Unless that sounds right to you. You read more than I do.
I don't know. It just depends. It depends on how many
I don't wanna feel
episodes they
lost.
try to go with. You know.
Yeah, I just don't want to feel lost. So if there's more I need to read, like say it says, yeah, you need to read up to chapter 400, and then the rest of it's what you're about to watch. I'll be like, all right, that's cool. But if it's like I gotta finish the show, and then this is supposed to be something new, that kind of sucked because I got 100 and something more episodes. Yeah,
Yeah, I got a lot of what I just got.
you kind of get burnt
See,
out. I mean,
I've got
it's-
so much to watch right now. Fucking. I
Such
know we
little
mentioned it
time.
earlier. Yeah, I just don't have enough time to watch all the shit that I want to watch right now. And it was only a couple months ago where I was like, what the fuck is there even to watch? Like, after Tokyo Avengers fucking ended, and what else were we watching at the
Jujutsu
time?
Kaisen.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. After those two ended, I was like trying to find something
weirdly,
that caught my attention. And now I'm like, I just got so much shit to get caught up on.
I guess I'll start watching Bleach.
You
No,
would love
you-
Bleach, man.
I
Bleach
probably
is
will.
so up
there's
your
a lot
alley.
more sword fights and shit.
The sword stuff alone would be
Bankai.
just, it's so badass.
I want my own Bankai. The
Bankai!
swords have souls.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have told me about it. I just have to start it. I just haven't started it yet.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'll probably end up doing what I did before and just marathoning it as quickly
Yeah.
as I can.
Skip the filler. And there's going to be some filler that CJ says is kind of cool and important.
I mean, I guess in the long run, the whole Zanpakuto Rebellion, you don't have to have. You should watch maybe 3 or 4 episodes when they're dealing specifically with Ichigo's Bankai or Zanpakuto, because it kind of gives you the understanding of the relationship between those two. Everybody else is, I mean, you learn about everybody, so it's kind of like a whole season of just hers, hers.
Oh, really?
And yeah, but they were all good enough. But I mean, I feel like the Ichigo ones where you're dealing with his Zanpakuto breeds a better understanding of the relationship that is important with the Aizen fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the filler lists that I've been using have done a good job of not leaving anything too important out. So far, I mean, it did really good with Naruto, of not cutting
Yep.
any too important shit out. And so far with Bleach, like the shit that I've skipped in Bleach, I could tell was just like, all right, this is gonna be like this random little arc that they're fighting these special people over here, but in the grand scheme of the fucking thing, it doesn't really matter, kind of thing. There are some big gaps that you skip for sure, and which is gonna make it a lot easier to catch up. But we're at a minute 10. We're at an hour 10, so I think we're gonna call it there. Y'all have anything else you want to wrap up with? Anything? Any finishing thoughts for episode 6 of the podcast?
I think I'm good.
Good, CJ?
I'm good.
All right. Well, thank y'all for listening again. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching it on YouTube, all that good stuff. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please give us 5 stars and rate us. Tell us in the comments on the YouTube video if anything you'd like us to talk about or hit on or think we should improve. We really appreciate it. I do want to say thank you to the people that have been listening. You know, we don't have a huge audience, but we do have a strong core of like 16 to 20 people that have actually been kind of keeping in with us, from people from I don't know if CJ knew this, but me and Jacob are looking at the analytics. Virginia and California. We've got like some people that are kind of hanging out there listening to us, and we appreciate it.
Yes.
So definitely. We hope we can keep bringing y'all better content. We're trying to make sure our audio quality and our video quality along the way is better, and we'll try to come out with more content as well on different platforms, or more bite size, or even more videos on YouTube at some point. But for now, our main focus is this podcast because we enjoy it. Easy for us. We're just hanging out, talking. So I hope y'all enjoy it too. Thank you again. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.